session did the accumulation. The London session did the accumulation, as you can see, because it was trying to accumulate this part. So we necessarily don't know how where it is going to. And then the um the Asian session did the distribution. You can see Asian session did distribution. London session did the manipulation. As you can see, this is the manipulation. Hmm? That's it much little. And the New York session did the accumulation. So for wise traders, when you see that the Asian session did distribution, you should not be expecting much in the London session and in the New York session. Or most of the case, you could be expecting a little in the London session because of the manipulation. You'll be able to, take one or two trades, and that will also be profitable to you. But you see, the New York session is not easy. Is a free zone for that day, meaning it's a trade free day for you. You're not going to be trading in the New York session. You can go and do something else, or you could check some other currency pair and the rest of that. So this is pretty much how it works. If the London section does the distribution, um the Asian session does the distribution, London session does the manipulation, New York session will do definitely the accumulation. So let's go to the next one and see for ourselves. So if you understand this, you definitely know when to trade in the market and when not to trade. I keep getting this question often than not. I traded now and I made a very huge profit, and I also traded again and lost all the money and even much more. It's because you don't understand when to get into the market and when to leave the market. With this analysis I'm giving you now, you find out that your trading experience is just going to be very sweet and beautiful for you. Now, the same thing happened here. If you watch, this is another one. Let's watch closely. You could see right here that Asian session did the distribution. Asian session did the distribution. Now, London session did, if you watch very well, it did the manipulation because of this guy. This guy took out this particular liquidity. So at this point now, there will be a move that will not bring about accumulation. So the New York session did accumulation. So it's accumulating, and that was how it was. Now, if you watch this same in this other one, let's go to this other box now. You see this other one. The same thing keeps repeating, keeps repeating, and so on and so forth. Are we together now? Look at this one, the same thing. There's a distribution phase here. You could see how it works. Hmm? The distribution phase here. You could see how it works. You could see another phase here. This one's another phase here. Then you could see this other one now. The whole of this region was trying to do some couple of, are we together now? I think some couple of, you did the accumulation, as you can see right here. You have uh, the, you have the, yes, Asian did the distribution. There was accumulation in the London and in the New York. There was a manipulation, so it manipulated out of there, and then it's on that point there was just a stock orders right here. So this is how you keep pulling through. In this case, you just keep pulling through the market like this. If you understand this, you find out that for each day that passes, you become a profitable trader. You don't need to trade in all the sections. Most people, they just feel it's only New York and London session. Yes, it's New York and London session you need to trade, but you can also trade Asian session and be even much more profitable. So remember, when you're doing this, there are also other conferences that are involved. The fact that I said once you see a manipulation in the Asian session and you see an accumulation in the London, then New York could definitely be a distribution. Yes, that's just it. So you intertwine them. But this concept would not be complete if you don't add other conferences that other ICT conferences talking about the order block, breaker blocks, and so on and so forth, fair value gap, PDRAs, and all of that. You need to also incorporate all of this into your consideration before you are being able to ascertain what the market is going to look like for you, and then you get into the market and take your trade. So that's just that. So you see, at this point, let me just show you a little bit of what I am actually talking about here. Now, if you watch closely, you could see that. Let's do a quick analysis. Now, you could see that in this section, in the accumulated section, you have another block here, right? This is another block. Let me make it so that we could see it clearly. This is another block here. So now you're being able to get through this other block. Normally, this is just your, talking about your top-down analysis. So, and another thing you should also know is if you don't know much about top-down analysis, I made a video for it. You could check this channel and you also see the video. Now we'll talk about top-down analysis. In most of the case, I treat all of these places, as you can see, I treat them as zones. So let's assume I'm getting through this way based on the fact that I've been able to spot another block there. And then if you don't also understand what another block is, I made a video for it. You check through this channel and you see all of that. It's quite comprehensive. So you could check for yourself. Now through this manipulatory phase on the New York session, price was able to break down to where you're having it here. It's still the same order block, and this is where people started for Asian session. So most of the times, some persons they just feel since it's night, it's time to close the market and go and sleep. Yes, it's time to close the market, but you need to still understand what the market is doing by setting. Imagine this happen and you set your order block to this level, and funny, for very fortunate enough for you, being you decide to not sleep that night just to see how the market will be able to open before you sleep, and lo and behold, just by 1 o'clock, you know, um, 1 a.m. price got into that section and into that zone, and boom, imagine what you'll be catching at 6 a.m. So by 6 a.m., when some persons will be, trying to, get rid of their sleep and wake up, you are already through the trade for the day. And you can go ahead and check other currency pair and do your analysis on other currency pair. So I believe this has been able to help you. Remember, if you're tuning in for the first time, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever it is we drop a video that's going to help your entire trading experience. You want to be part of our community. The links are right in the description. You are free. Do well to click on it and join our winning community. And if you also are looking for a capital to be able to start up your trading career and all of that, there's also a link in the description for the best prop firm that you could also make use of. In clicking or in applying that, you have a 10% discount from your first deposit, and that would actually help you funded. Would help you and get you funded. I believe this video has been impactful to you. I would crave your indulgence to watch this next video because it's also going to help you to get started with this topic of interest. See you in the next video.